Son of God is my identity. The Son of God is my identity. Myself is holy beyond all thoughts of holiness of which I now conceive. Its shimmering and perfect purity is far more brilliant than in any light. Far more brilliant than is any light that I have ever looked upon. Its love is limitless with an intensity that holds all things. With an intensity that holds all things within it. In the calm of quiet certainty. Its strength comes not from burning impulses which move the world, but from the boundless love of God Himself. How far beyond this world myself must be, and yet how near to me and close to God. The Son of God is my identity. The Son of God is my identity. Father, you know my true identity. You know my true identity. Reveal it now to me who am your son, that I may waken to the truth in you, that I may waken to the truth in you, and know that heaven is restored to me, and know that heaven is restored to me. The Son of God is my identity. The Son of God is my identity. We're the Son of God. Or if you're a woman, you might want to say, I'm the daughter of God. The daughter of God is my identity. The Son of God is my identity. Well, thank you all so much for joining me here on the banks of either the White River or a tributary close to the convergence of the White River. I think I'm actually on the White River, but it seems a little small, so I'm not exactly sure. Next to the tiny Harbarger Bridge or something, out southeast of Fayetteville, Arkansas. And I'm Forgiveness Willie, teaching forgiveness from the Ozarks, like I said, here on the White River. And it is, that was lesson 251 we just sang. The Son of God is my identity. And all the inheritance that goes with that identity, that's us. The Son of God is my identity. And this is for our Tuesday lesson of September the 9th of 2025. We've sang it, but maybe we should just read it through. I'm in need of, the Son of God is my identity. Yesterday was I'm in need of nothing but the truth. The truth is that you're the Son of God. Myself is holy beyond all the thoughts of holiness of which I now conceive. Its shimmering and perfect purity is far more brilliant than is any light that I have ever looked upon. Its love is limitless with an intensity that holds all things within it in the calm of quiet certainty. Its strength comes not from burning impulses which move the world, but from the boundless love of God Himself. How far beyond this world myself must be, and yet how near to me and close to God. And the prayer says, Father, you know my true identity. Reveal it now to me, who am your son, that I may waken to the truth in you and know that heaven is restored to me. The Son of God is my identity. And our associated reading is, what is sin? Sin is insanity. It is the means by which the mind is driven mad and seeks to let illusions take the place of truth. And being mad, it sees illusions where the truth should be and where it really is. Sin gave the body eyes, for what is there the sinless would behold? What need have they of sights or sounds or touch? What would they hear or reach to grasp? What would they sense at all? To sense is not to know, and truth can be but filled with knowledge and with nothing else. The body is the instrument the mind made in its efforts to deceive itself. Its purpose is to strive. The body is the instrument the mind made in its efforts to deceive itself. Its purpose is to strive. Yet can the goal of striving change? And now the body serves a different aim for striving. What it seeks for now is chosen by the aim the mind has taken as replacement for the goal of self-deception. Truth can be its aim as well as lies. The senses then will seek instead for witnesses to what is true. Sin is the home of all illusions, which but stand for things imagined, issuing from thoughts that are untrue. They are the proof that what has no reality is real. Sin proves God's Son is evil. Timelessness must have an end. Eternal life must die. And God himself has lost the Son he loves, with but corruption to complete himself. His will forever overcome by death, love slain by hate, and peace to be no more. A madman's dreams are frightening, and sin appears indeed to terrify. Yet what sin perceives is but a childish game. The Son of God may play he has become a body, prey to evil and to guilt, with but a little life that ends in death. But all the while his Father shines on him, and loves him with an everlasting love, which his pretenses cannot change at all. How long, O Son of God, will you maintain the game of sin? Shall we not put away these sharp-edged children's toys? How soon will you be ready to come home? Perhaps today? There is no sin. Creation is unchanged. Would you still hold return to heaven back? How long, O Holy Son of God? How long will you hold heaven back? Remember, heaven's all around you right now. Behold, now is the acceptable time. Right now you can enter into heaven. And what do you have to do? Just feel the beauty for every person, place, thing, and situation in this world. Don't let anything not let you see the beauty in it. That was what my dear wife told me in a dream after she crossed over. I was telling some friends of mine about that story yesterday. So it's kind of, I like to remember it. It was a wonderful, wonderful learning lesson for me. And I've been following it for many, many, many years, 30-some years, trying to learn to see beauty. And that's why Course Miracles help me so much, because it teaches me that what I don't see as beautiful is my own imagination, my own dream, that I can wake up from just by practicing forgiveness and seeing that heaven is here now. You don't have to learn through pain and suffering. You can learn through pain and suffering, and that's a useful way to learn. But you don't have to learn by pain and suffering. There's a better way. You can stay in heaven and learn your lessons. Okay, let's take a look at the Dreamer of the Dream, which is in chapter 27, the healing of the dream. And it's paragraphs, or Roman numeral 7, the Dreamer of the Dream. While you're turning there, let me just remind you, on your lesson today, be sure to do that longer practice period when you get up in the morning. As soon as you can when you get up, take at least 5 minutes, 10 or 15, 20 minutes, an hour, 30 minutes, whatever. But whatever makes you feel like you had time with God. And then do that again in the evening. So those 2 times today, you'll come into that quiet time with the idea, the Son of God is my identity, or the daughter of God is my identity, if you're a lady. Maybe you might want to say that. You may be fine just saying the Son of God is my identity, because there's just one Son. It's all of us. It's everything that God created, his firstborn. He is only born. Okay. And then during the day, I wanted to remind you, every hour of the day, be sure to check in with and try it for the top of the hour, but at some point during the hour, remember, what's that lesson? Oh yeah, the Son of God is my identity. And keep that alive. And what does that mean about what I'm looking at? If I'm the Son of God and that's my identity, well then how do I look upon the world? I see myself as blessed by everything that is. That's one of the reasons why I like to do these recordings out in some natural area as best I can. Of course, I'm at home. I'm in natural area. I live in nature pretty much. But when I'm out in a place, I like to find little places, usually on bodies of water, and because it makes me feel like, oh, God's given me such a beautiful world to live in. Okay, the dreamer of the dream. Suffering is an emphasis upon all that the world has done to injure you. Catch that? Suffering is an emphasis upon all that the world has done to injure you. Here is the world's demented version of salvation clearly shown. Like to a dream of punishment in which the dreamer is unconscious of what brought on the attack against himself, he sees himself attacked unjustly and by something not himself. This is the problem of the world, thinking that we're being attacked by something other than ourselves. But remember, you're the only cause in this world. It's your wishes and prayers, whether they're conscious or not. Every wish is a prayer. So what do you wish for? That's what you're bringing. That's what you're asking for, and that's what you're going to bring to yourself. So you're the dreamer. Keep that in mind as we read this. Like to a dream of punishment in which the dreamer is unconscious of what brought on the attack against himself, he sees himself attacked unjustly and by something not himself. He is the victim of the something else, a thing outside himself, for which he has no reason to be held responsible. He must be innocent because he knows not what he does, but what is done to him. He must be innocent because he knows not what he does, but what is done to him. Yet is his own attack upon himself apparent still, for it is he who bears the suffering, and he cannot escape because its source is seen outside himself. He's still believing that somebody's coming to him and attacking him. He doesn't realize that he, in his own thought system, even maybe unconscious to him, at the level that the attack is occurring. But it can become conscious if you'll do those quiet times throughout the day and morning and evening. And you'll begin to realize what thoughts you're sending out and how all those attacks upon you were simply your own dream, a nightmare that you can wake up from. Paragraph 2. Now you're being shown you can escape. All that is needed is you look upon the problem as it is, and not the way that you have set it up. How could there be another way to solve a problem that is very simple, but has been obscured by heavy clouds of complication, which were made to keep the problem unresolved? Without the clouds, the problem will emerge in all its primitive simplicity. The choice will not be difficult, because the problem is absurd when clearly seen. No one has difficulty making up his mind to let a simple problem be resolved if it is seen as hurting him, and also very easily removed. We just don't realize that we're the maker of all the attacks we think are coming upon ourselves. Once we realize that we're the makers of it, then we can begin to step away from that dilemma and dream a new dream. A happy world where everyone's our brother. They've come to bless us and bring us gifts. Where everyone, we feel the beauty that's in them. Everyone. Don't stop practicing your forgiveness until you can feel beauty. That's the acid test. Are you thankful for what's happening? Are you feeling really glad that it's occurring? Well, then you're practicing forgiveness in a way that it's meant to be practiced. And you're realizing that you're bringing to yourself the wishes of your true self. Paragraph 3. The, in quotes, reasoning by which the world is made, on which it rests, by which it is maintained, is simply this: you are the cause of what I do. You out there, someone outside of my corporal being, my body, is doing something against me, and you're the cause of me having to defend myself. You are the cause of what I do. Your presence justifies my wrath or my anger, and you exist and think apart from me. All erroneous ideas, but that's how the deluded mind thinks. And we've probably all been there. I know I've been there for many years. While you attack, I must be innocent. In other words, you're attacking me. I haven't done anything wrong, and yet I don't like you. I don't like what you're doing. I'm angry with you. I'm going to separate from you. I'm going to defend myself. I'm going to attack you before you attack me. All those erroneous flaws that see yourself as different from your brother. You are the cause of what I do. Your presence justifies my wrath, and you exist and think apart from me. While you attack, I must be innocent, and what I suffer from is your attack. No one who looks upon this, in quotes, reasoning, exactly as it is, could fail to see it does not follow, and it makes no sense. Yet it seems sensible, because it looks as if the world were hurting you. And so it seems as if there is no need to go beyond the obvious in terms of cause. The obvious, they've come with a gun and they're wanting to shoot me. I need to shoot them back. That seems to be obvious. But that's only because that's overlaid by the complexities of the ego that's trying to hide what's really the real cause, which was inside here. He's going to develop that. Let's look at it. Paragraph 4, there is indeed a need. The world's escape from condemnation is a need which those within the world are joined in sharing. Yet they do not recognize their common need, for each one thinks that he does his part. The condemnation of the world will rest on him, and it is this that he perceives to be his part in its deliverance. Vengeance must have a focus. Otherwise is the avenger's knife in his own hand and pointed to himself. And he must see it in another's hand if he would be a victim of attack he did not choose. And thus he suffers from the wounds a knife he does not hold has made upon himself. In other words, he doesn't realize that he holds the knife in reality, but he gives it to his friend to stab you, so you think that it's being done to you, when actually it was you and your thought consciousness and your thoughts that gave him the desire or the knife to attack. That's what he's trying to say. Paragraph 5. This is the purpose of the world he sees. And looked at thus, the world provides the means by which this purpose seems to be fulfilled. The means attests the purpose, but are not themselves a cause. Nor will the cause be changed by seeing it apart from its effects. The cause produces the effects, which then bear witness to the cause and not themselves. Look then beyond effects. It is not here the cause of suffering and sin must lie. Look then beyond the effects. It is not here the cause of suffering and sin must lie. And dwell not on the suffering and sin, for they are but reflections of their cause. 6. The part you play in salvaging the world from condemnation is your own escape. You escape and the whole world will escape with you. Forget not that the witness to the world of evil cannot speak except for what has seen a need for evil in the world. And this is where your guilt was first beheld. In separation from your brother was the first attack upon yourself begun. And it is this the world bears witness to. Seek not another cause, nor look among the mighty legions of its witnesses for its undoing. They support its claim on your allegiance. What conceals the truth is not where you should look to find the truth. What conceals the truth is not where you should look to find the truth. In other words, don't look on the outside world, look inside. Take those quiet times. Take 5. And take more than 5 if you can. Paragraph 7. The witness to sin all stands within one little space. And it is here you find the cause of your perspective on the world. Once you were unaware of what the cause of everything the world appeared to thrust upon you, uninvited and unasked, must really be. Of one thing you were sure. Of all the many causes you perceived as bringing pain and suffering to you, your guilt was not among them. Wow, we thought we were justified in thinking people were guilty. So we didn't think that was the cause. And yet he's saying, look at that a little closer now, my friend. Nor did you in any way request them for yourself. All the things that are happening, that's ludicrous to think that I wanted that to happen to me. That's silly, thinking I wanted cancer or I wanted whatever your dilemma might be. Or to think that someone was coming to you with a knife or a gun or whatever it was. This is how all illusions came about. The one who makes them does not see himself as making them, and their reality does not depend on him. Whatever cause they have is something quite apart from him, and what he sees is separate from his mind. He cannot doubt his dream's reality because he does not see the part he plays in making them and making them seem real. 8. No one can waken from a dream the world is dreaming for him. He becomes a part of someone else's dream. He cannot choose to waken from a dream he did not make. Helpless he stands, a victim to a dream conceived and cherished by a separate mind. Careless indeed of him this mind must be, as thoughtless of his peace and happiness as is the weather or the time of day. It loves him not, but casts him as it will in any role that satisfies its dream. So little is his worth that he is but a dancing shadow, leaping up and down according to a senseless plot conceived within the idle dreaming of the world. And I think we'll stop on this next paragraph. We'll be about halfway through this section. Paragraph 9. This is the only picture you can see, the one alternative that you can choose, the other possibility of cause, if you be not the dreamer of your dreams. And this is what you choose if you deny the cause of suffering is in your mind. Be glad indeed it is, for thus are you the one decider of your destiny in time. The choice is yours to make between a sleeping death and dreams of evil, or a happy wakening and joy of life. Wow, catch that. The choice is yours to make between a sleeping death and dreams of evil, or a happy wakening and joy of life. Wow, what a nice place to stop on. Okay, let's see, what holidays are going on around the world? The 2-day holiday, and it's probably because it starts at sundown last night and it's for today, is the Islamic holiday, and I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, EidMilad-un-Nabi, which is, for some Muslims, it's the birth of the Prophet Mohammad, blessed be his name. And then what else is, and out of holidays and observances, I found it's Care Bear Share Your Care Day, or Teddy Bear Day, Emergency Services Day, Fetal Alcohol Spectrum Disorder Day, International Buy a Priest a Beer Day, International Sudoku Day, which is a puzzle game, Ants on a Log Day. You know, I like ants on a log. I usually don't put the raisins on them, but that's what ants on a log. It's celery, peanut butter, and raisins. You know, sometimes it's nice to put the raisins on. Are You Okay Day? All the letters. Are You Okay Day? That's an Australian holiday where we're all looking out for each other. That'd be a worldwide holiday. Are we all okay? Are you okay? Testers Day, which is software testing. Wiener Schnitzel Day and Wonderful Weirdos Day. Be unique, in other words. And then out of edible landscaping, we've got the 7446 hardy male kiwi, which is an Actinidia arguta. And it says of the, let's see if I can find it, the 7446 hardy male kiwi, originally selected from a kiwi project at a USDA Chico, California experiment station, along with 7432, which blooms a few days earlier. Both males do an excellent job pollinating our hardy kiwis. Actinidia arguta females, spaced 15 foot apart on 6 foot high wire trellises, zones 5 through 8. Okay, well there you go. And our word for peace is from the Walpiri people, if I'm pronouncing that right, Walpiri, of Central Australia. And there's really no main rivers. It's characterized by its ephemeral creeks, probably flash floods when it rains and then dry the rest of the time. Anyway, it's the Tanami Desert. So we're talking about a desert today. And the word for peace from the Walpiri people is Lawa-Nyinami maybe? Lawa-Nyinami. Let's hope that's close. If you're a Walpiri people, which I hope I'm pronouncing that right too, peace be with you. Lawa-Nyinami. Okay, well, let's close with our song. And thanks again for being here on the banks of White River with me today, studying the Son of God is my identity. So you can maybe use this as your preface to go into a little meditation. The Son of God is my identity. The Son of God is my identity. The Son of God is my identity. Myself is holy beyond all the thoughts of holiness of which I now conceive. Its shimmering and perfect purity is far more brilliant than any light that I have ever looked. More brilliant than is any light that I have ever looked upon. Its love is limitless with an intensity that holds all things within it. In the calm of quiet certainty, its strength comes not from burning impulses which move the world, but from the boundless love of God, the boundless love of God Himself. Its strength comes not from burning impulses which move the world, but from the boundless love of God, the boundless love of God Himself. How far beyond this world myself must be, and yet how near to me and close to God. The Son of God is my identity. The Son of God is my identity. Father, you know my true identity. Reveal it now to me. Reveal it now to me, who am your son, that I may waken to the truth in you, the truth in you, that I may waken to the truth in you, the truth in you, and know that heaven is restored to me, and know that heaven is restored to me. The Son of God is my identity. The Son of God is my identity. And as the Walpiri people of Central Australia say for peace, Lawa-Nyinami. The Son of God is my identity. Lawa-Nyinami.